time thins in chains, the body forgets its voice, but not the weight. And somewhere beneath it all, something remains. Too quiet to be hope, too stubborn to vanish.
I only have 20 minutes to make this video, so I'll make it quick. I have no idea what to talk about today, so today we're talking about slavery. More specifically, what does it mean to be a slave? There are different kinds of slavery people get into, and what some people call slavery, another person can call it dream life. One person calls it dream life, another person can call purgatory. And it's very gray area to really discover what is and what isn't. But what I can say definitively is that with how the world is set up today, and I'm not the kind of guy to say society that we live in is blah blah blah, whatever bullshit people say nowadays, but it's really hard to find meaning like how I think it used to be. I'm too close to the camera. Like how I think it used to be. You know, back then meaning in life wasn't too difficult to find. And the reason is because we were given a certain level of freedom, we're given a certain level of freedom in which it was balanced to how, I should probably put that back, to what people need. And today is a very different situation where some of us have too much freedom, some of us don't have enough freedom. It's never gonna be just enough for the majority of us. And those that have just enough, a lot of those people live in very, very privileged lives. They live very lavishly. And those people are unfortunately the ones that don't find the meaning in life until a lot of times too late. But I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those that are not in the between. They're either far left or far right. Either they cannot find meaning because they don't have enough to find meaning, or they cannot find meaning because there's too much to handle to find meaning. Both are very difficult situations. Which is worse? It's in balance. That's not good. Which is worse? I can never really say because they're both really bad and they're both respective situation. But what I can say for certain is that both are deadly, both are dangerous, and if not treated properly, both can lead you down a really bad road. I didn't even show you guys a clipboard, I'm sorry. I gotta write this all down. What am I doing? So as I was saying, there's two different types of people. Those that have too much to handle and those that don't have enough to handle, don't have enough to live for. And a lot of the time when you have too much to handle, that could be things like, let's say, multiple deaths or a lot of debt to take care of, multiple bills to pay off. A lot of these things, they pile up over time. So it's not just one thing that takes you down. It's a constant push over and over and over and over again. Oh crap. It's over and over and over again to kind of beat you down a little bit. It's kind of a version of bullying. The fucking ad playing on my ears right now. And speaking of ads, if you want me to start getting paid for making these videos, you should subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers to meet the criteria, and also 10,000 hours of watch time. So make sure to watch this video 10,000 times. So right here's where I'm showing you. There's bills, death, stress. A lot of things pile up over time. A lot of the time it's not just one thing where it happens, boom, life ruined. It doesn't work that way. A lot of the time it's constant thing of pam, 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 you're getting pounded in the butt cheek and you don't know what to do. On the flip side, it'll be not enough to live for. And a lot of the time, that's just for a lot of young men. It's not enough support around yourself, family, friends. There's not enough of those. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe there's not enough potential. Maybe there's just not enough hope. And all of those things are very, very serious problems in which, just like how when there's too much of life to handle, if you don't have enough of those small little things that makes life worth it, then there's not really a point to living. There we go. Oh crap. So I wrote these 3 things as the problem. It shows right here. It says no friends or family, no potential, no hope. I didn't put no money because I don't believe money should be a motivator at all. I know it's a really serious thing to really want money and need money because of debt, bills, and all this kind of stuff. That's kind of the trap that they put you in. It's kind of a hole that they want to dig you under. If the goal is to achieve money and to make sure you get money no matter the cost, make sure to get money is a final goal, then that's a little trick that they put you in to make you a slave, make you a really, really hard slave. Pause. So that's the reason I put potential. Because potential is more than just money. It's the future. It's what you care about, what you love, and how great those things can be. And if you don't have potential to see how great those things can be, then there's not really much of a point to live. As well as no hope. Because no hope is a little similar to potential, but instead of it being potential, it's just purely based off you believing things can be better. Potential is things can definitely get better. Hope is things can get better. It's not a definitive thing. It's more of a I won't give up. Sorry, what I'm gonna say was hope is I won't give up. Potential is a if I don't give up. It's kind of a different thing. For men, as I said, they're trapped between not having enough. Because they're men, they have to learn how to provide. They have to learn how to create friendships and create these things for themselves, because no one's going to create them for them, or no one's going to create something for them. Someone was looking at me. That's the other side is going to be women, and women are kind of in a little bit of a predictable blah, blah, blah. They're in a strange spot because they're at a point where the generation before them, they've already lived this extravagant life, boss bitch, I'm the woman of the entire world, whatever life they want to live in. And this generation of women are living on that part too. The thing is that we've already seen how the world is like that. And it developed a world where men are no longer who they used to be. So the world cannot operate the same. And women, they do suffer a lot from that because they don't know how to cover for those roles. They're not supposed to cover for those roles that men are supposed to cover for. So it's a very unfortunate thing for them to go through, but that's why I say that they're suffering with having too much to handle, too much stress, bills, debt. A lot of the time it's family. A lot of the time it's connections. It's just too much for them to really control. Don't get me wrong, there's absolutely some men on the other side and women on the other side as well. But a lot of the time, that's what you're going to be looking at. Men that have not enough, and women that have too much. Okay, cool. I told you the problem. I told you the issue that many people go through. Now, the big part, that really, really, really big part, that I genuinely hate when people don't do, is when they say something, when they present a problem, but they don't present a solution. They never present a solution, and I despise that. I used to play basketball, and my coach would always tell me, you tell me all these problems with my game plan, you tell me all these problems with the system that I run and all this kind of stuff, but you never offer a solution. Never present a problem without a solution. Am I going to show you a solution? No. No, I'm kidding. I'll try my best. But look, I'm going to show you the solution, and a lot of you are not going to like this, because I don't really like the solution either, but I do feel as if this is I want to say the most effective and best way to go along with this, no matter how difficult it can be. So the solution that I present to you is to go against every single rule that they tell you to follow. So that being money, love, kids, work, balance, and health. I'll get into that really quickly because I only have like 3 minutes before they kick me out the gym. The rule with money is the American dream, or I'm pretty sure in different countries that you live in, is to make as much money as possible. That's a common rule within a lot of countries. And it's a very, very hard rule to go against, but I advise you, and I strongly, strongly advise you, coming from someone who knows nothing about how money works, to not focus on it. Don't get trapped within that rabbit hole. Now, how do you figure out life without money? I have no idea. If you know, express it. Tell everybody, because I think everybody needs to know that. Because the more trapped you are to finances and money, the more dangerous of a life you'll live. Love is a really big one because people don't know how to love anymore. People think love is just sex and sex, but love is far deeper than saying, I'm a man, I'm a woman, boom, make baby. It's far deeper than that. Love could be exactly like how it is with a dog. If I'm gonna love someone, if I tell someone I love you, it's not because I wanna have sex with you. I tell someone I love you the same way how a dog treats their owner. I'm gonna embrace them with as much love as possible and give them as much as I can until I can't anymore. That's what I mean by love. That's why I encourage all of you to express that with everybody. I know it's a little difficult to do that because a lot of us don't know how to do that. But if you know how to do it, figure it out and do it. For kids, no clue. Work kind of goes along with money. You can't really work without having money in mind. And if you do work without having money in mind, just trying to do what you love, you barely get any success from it. A lot of the time when people try to do that. As for balance, just more of everything in total. I'll get back to that another day. And health is pretty straightforward. Don't eat junk food. Go get your 15 pounds of chicken and cook it per week. I made a video on my Instagram. Check it out. That's pretty much all the rules. It's kind of all the time I have. The rules are there for a reason. The rules are there to keep us away from whatever it is that they're keeping us away from. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'll ever know. But what I do know is that if all of these are extremely deadly when taken serious to the extreme amounts by the standard that we all put them at, then there has to be a reason why they're perceived in that direction. And we could figure out a way around that, against that, or a way to solve that. Now that we were taught, I think we could see a better world. A world where maybe I will get sponsored and get 1,000 subscribers and get 10,000 hours of watch time, so I can finally get monetized, start making YouTube videos.